This channel is about your struggles with running injuries. So today, I'm joined by a fellow handsome YouTuber.
I'm a runner.
Who's going to share with us his secrets on how he defeated plantar fasciitis and shin splints. He makes running related videos where he shares his experiences, his hardships, his joys, and sometimes his warm-ups. So go check him out. He's TD Miller.
I'm TD Miller.
People also know him as Timothy. Salut, c'est Stéphane from Safe Motions. TD Miller is a great fan of ultra running shoes, and that might be relevant to the rest of this video. So during a very serious interview, I asked him why ultra running. Let's see what he answered.
No, I used to run in Essex, I used to run in Hoka. I really like ultra because I suffered plantar fasciitis for 18 months, every single day, getting up and it hurting and nothing helped. The pain actually started when I was wearing Essex, I think, and then I was advised to go to Brooks. That didn't get any better. I then started running in Hoka, so really the Hoka Rincon and Clifton, which is like maximum cushions, and it felt amazing running. But afterwards, every morning waking up, my feet would hurt. Nothing helped until I switched to Ultra, and then it was amazing.
How long did it take you to transition from shod shoes to minimalist shoes, zero drops?
Actually 3 months until I completely ditched any kind of drop shoes. And it took me, I think, at least 6 months before my calves were completely strain free. There were definitely moments like 6 months later where I could notice, okay, my calves are a little bit more strained than they usually are after a run. I want to say that was because of the zero drop, but now a year later, no troubles. I absolutely love running in zero drop.
I think it's important for runners to have that time frame in mind when they think about transitioning and not think it's going to be a miracle cure right away.
Yeah.
Because they see people transitioning to ultra running shoes like you, and you transition successfully, and they think like, well, okay, 3 weeks and I'll be transitioned. But it took you between 3 months to 6 months.
Ultra also have like maximum cushioned shoes, so my advice would be to alternate between several different models. I've been sticking to Ultra because I now know their lineup quite well and I know what works for me for which type of run.
That's really important for people to find out what brands fit them. And it's true, it's really difficult to switch. I'm a big fan of Asics. I've been running in them for 20 years. I've tried different shoes and I keep on going back to Asics because that's my comfort zone. They make my feet feel good and they have enough of a range of shoe types that I can find what I want for the type of run that I do. So I completely understand why you would stick with a brand and wouldn't want to explore anything else. I remember you told me you had 2 injuries. So plantar fasciitis, what was the other one?
Shin splints.
Shin splints, oh that's us, okay. How did you fix that?
I immediately just consulted Dr. Google just to kind of see what's causing it, and actually the only thing that I really actively did to get rid of it was stretch my foot like that in the other direction.
Okay, like sitting on your foot or?
Yeah, exactly. I'm a very bad example where I just kind of see how painful it actually gets, and then I just continue to run, or just kind of, okay, my legs just need to get warm. Yeah, that's usually how I get rid of the pain. Just kind of run it off or walk it off.
How long did it take for you to recover from it?
I think that I want to say that persisted for a couple of weeks, and actually the other day it started creeping up again.
Yeah, so I would say see how long it lasts for, see if it starts hurting after your run or, you know, outside of running. Then you need to ask yourself, should you do more therapy? Should you do more strengthening around it? I think that's how you can tackle injuries basically. But as long as it doesn't become part of your life, then you're okay. A lot of runners say, oh, my knee hurts, but it's been hurting for 20 years. Like, that's not right. That should not be acceptable.
The main difference between the shin splints and my plantar fasciitis is that the shin splints, the pain only occurs when I'm running, and with plantar fasciitis is when I wasn't running, it would hurt. When I'm running, I had no problems, but waking up in the morning with the plantar fasciitis, oh, that was horrible. This is a 2-part interview.
Be sure to check out the other part on TD Miller's channel. À bientôt.
Arigato.